Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking, well, for those who are new around here, sorry, my name's Leo. I'm a personal trainer, online coach, fitness creator, 20 years old. I'm essentially building my brand around what these YouTube videos, these short forms I'm doing. Check out my Instagram, link in the description. Yeah, we're going to be talking today about how I stay accountable, a little bit of a different video. Usually I touch on a lot of things gym-based, but this is still gym-based. This is just more of a mindset application into how I stay consistent and have done for the past 5.5 years at such a young age. Now, what I would say to most people is to link it to a pain point. Link to what you want to achieve to a pain point of why you are doing it. That is what's going to make you show up, in my opinion. That's why people start good businesses. That's why people get results over time. And that's why people ultimately end up improving themselves and becoming just better people, is because they link it to a pain point. They link it to something they really don't want to be or want to neglect or negate because they don't want to be like that. They don't want to be like what they were maybe, or even like what they've seen other people. But my point is, you need to hold yourself accountable by showing up when you don't want to. That's obvious. But I'm just saying you need to link it back as a result, because you obviously there's going to be days you don't want to show up to the gym. There's going to be days you don't want to eat correctly, sleep correctly. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect with these either. I'm definitely not. But I do my best. And the way I do that is by saying, right, what's the result of me not doing this? Oh, it's that. It's me putting on weight. It's me looking worse, skinnier, fatter, whatever. Something I don't want to be. And if you almost not put fear into yourself, but perhaps a little bit, yeah, don't obviously give yourself anxiety to the point where it's detrimental, but be afraid of what you don't want to become almost. It's like, I don't want to be that. I want to be this instead, and I'm working towards this goal of X because I know it's necessary for what I want to do and what I want to be. And that's a good little mindset. It will take you far because, I mean, I've been bulked, I've been skinny, I've been all round. So if any of you have seen my transformation videos, you'll be able to understand that. If you haven't already, go check that out. Also, go check out the Lead Muscle Protocol, link in the description. It's my personalized program to build muscle and strength as quickly as possible. And if you're not interested in that, go check out my landing page to apply for online coaching if you are interested. But back to the video. So another thing I do is I do 4 days of weights a week. I do 4 days of weights. I try and do over 8,000 steps a day at least, or 7,000 steps a day at least. I try and aim for 10K every single day if I can do. Some days that's not possible because it's a lot of time. That's another thing people don't mention, like, oh, 10K steps. It's an hour and a half of walking. It's still doable, especially on some days, but also on other days you're going to be very busy, especially in the modern world, and like you need to adjust. So I would say still be disciplined, still stick to what you need to do, but also cater around your routine. Set a time, set a schedule to work out, set them like meetings. This is what I say to my clients. I say to them, set your workouts and what you need to do like meetings. And ultimately, that's another mindset thing, is that if you don't make time for yourself, you're never going to have time for anything else important. So you need to it's about prioritization, visualization, and determination and discipline, right? Those 4 things. You need to show up on a consistent basis, and ultimately that is going to beat the person who just shows up once and gives it their all once a month. You need to show up every single time. Consistency. Just showing up is the hardest part. And the best way to show up is link it to a pain point, link it to what you don't want to be. And that's my best advice for people. Obviously, if you're struggling with that discipline initially, you can get a coach. That's the reason I do what I do. A lot of it is accountability, checking in with people. And that's something I've always been good at. I always stay on my routine, always stick to it. And I love it. And that's why I'm good at my job. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I hope this video has been helpful. It's a brief little snippet into my mindset, how I do things, how I achieve things. And I shall see you later.